If this continues to go to the upside, altcoins will bleed massively and will be consolidative bearish. So be aware of what you do. People with patience will be rewarded, but you have to have the patience. What's up, guys? Cryptomindd here. Let's do some altcoin updates. Let's cover Ethereum, Bitcoin dominance, very important one, and let's as well just cover Binance, BNB. Very, very useful. Let's start actually with Ethereum. So guys, Ethereum, honestly, it's not looking good, guys. It closed under all the key levels, this support here, which was a key level. So far, Ethereum is looking bearish, guys. We can expect downside momentum. What we could expect, though, in the short term is a little bit upside momentum, 2, 3, 4, 5% maybe. Something like this, a retest, to eventually, towards as the summer continues, as you can see, we are June right now. As the summer continues, will likely be continue to be bearish into the winter of September, October, November, December, where roughly bottoms for Bitcoin, again, Ethereum, and altcoins will be formed. So do not expect crazy things to happen in the market just yet, because this is bearish. Price just looks bearish. So basically expectable for Ethereum is that we make a retest somewhere around these levels here, this zone, or a little bit higher, to eventually come down more. It will be in slow momentum. I do not expect massive bearish candles to really appear, but I do expect slow bearish momentum, and I'll speak in a second why. But so far, Ethereum is looking bearish, guys. The only reason right now that I would turn bullish, on Ethereum, is if we could break above this key level here of 1,830. This is what I mentioned before in my private group as well, on videos, and I think as well for public. As long as Ethereum doesn't close above 1,830, it is bearish. Here it closed constantly above. It had the opportunity to potentially break this resistance. So unfortunately, it didn't. We reclaimed back under, and price just went bearish. Again, key levels are key, guys. If you want to anticipate where the price is going, you have to understand how key levels react and what they mean. That's how you will understand what price is saying. Now, as I said, Ethereum looks bearish. This will depend a lot on Bitcoin as well. If Bitcoin goes bearish, it will just take the whole market with it. Well, Bitcoin can not only go bearish, but it also can do consolidations. Consolidative bearishness. It's in very slow momentum, basically going down. It goes something like this, really slow momentum. We go down, then price suddenly can go up a little bit again to then go down more. This is what the bearish slow momentum will look like. Consolidative bearish momentum is what I expect on Bitcoin. And this will pull altcoins down with a good 20, 30, 40, 50% even potentially. And this will pull Ethereum down as well to the nice zones of where my targets are. So what are my targets for Ethereum? I do expect Ethereum to retest around its former all-time high, which is around $1,360. And under there, we might see 1,260 incoming. But as for now, this remains my first target, is 1,370. And under there, we'll find $1,270 as my targets. Do I expect Ethereum to break under 1K? Very unlikely. The only reason when I would expect Bitcoin or Ethereum to break under its current cycle low is when there's another black swan event like COVID, for example. We'll not get into too much detail of that, but that's the only reason why I would see this make new lows. And yeah, guys, that's about it for Ethereum. Remind the targets, remind that there's right now zero bullish momentum whatsoever. That bulls will need to do a lot of work if they want to continue to go to the upside. But as for now, it seems pretty closed out. And the reason for that is actually pretty simple. If you go at Bitcoin dominance, right? So if you look at Bitcoin dominance, it looks very bullish, guys. And what does this mean? Here's a simple thing. You see this line, this zone till this zone, so this whole bearish momentum here, this is an alt season. It's very simple. Let me write this down actually as well for everybody. BTCD up, wait, let me start with the down, equals alt season. BTCD up equals bearish alts. This is something that you have to remind, guys. So for example, what we had here was the bull run of 2017. This whole bearish momentum that happened here, boom, it was a decent bull run that altcoin just flew, for example, XRP. These small bearish momentums here that we have are mini alt season. This is where, for example, here we have a few boom, boom, boom. This is where altcoins have the opportunity to start flying a little bit. Every time Bitcoin dominance goes down, there are certain alt seasons. There are mini alt seasons and there are major alt seasons. Major alt seasons only happens once every 4 years, of course, something like that, every bullish cycle only. But mini alt seasons do time to time happen, and eventually when price starts to break to the upside and wants to see more upside momentum, that's when we see the last type of altcoins pump, which is meme seasons and stuff. And after that, price just starts to head down for altcoins in general. So what can we expect from Bitcoin dominance is basically that it goes up. My first target is here at 53%, and my next target is here at 58%, 58.5%, which is the golden ratio, if I'm not wrong, and if I pull my Fibonacci. It's exactly the golden ratio, so very precise. And these are my two targets, guys. On one of these two targets, we will likely find some resistance, which will cause a alt season. Now, do I expect the bull run to already happen once we hit these? Not really, depending on the time frame that we are in. But otherwise, not really. Now, what could be expected is if we reclaim back above this level here, alts will continue to bleed even more. And that's where we'll likely hit this resistance zone back of 72% roughly, before really entering a bull run for altcoins. Now, this is for sure closed out. As I said, we have to focus first on this level here, and then we can focus on this other level. And if we break above both, then we only focus on this level. But as for now, we focus on these. So remember, as long as this is bullish, altcoins will tend to be consolidative and bearish. And the same for Bitcoin. When altcoins go bearish, most of the money is flown into Bitcoin or USDT stablecoins. So be aware of that there is for sure, with everything going on, the FUD, the opportunities for Binance US to freeze assets for US citizens. Binance now as well leaving the Netherlands. For the people who don't know yet, Binance is going officially out of the Netherlands. Now it's confirmed. There were already rumors about it, but now it's confirmed. So there are a lot of things happening in the market, guys. So stay attentive, because there are a lot of opportunities for the people who remain aware. And last but not least, let's get into BNB. So guys, we could see this in multiple perspectives actually. What we could see is that, plain and simple, that this is just nothing but a consolidation zone, right? So this consolidation zone has been holding so far since May 2022 till where we are right now, which is 399 days, more or less, which is just a massive amount of consolidation. It's pretty simple how Binance works, guys, BNB at least. If we break above this resistance here, or let's say to round it off, $350, right? If we break above $350, it is bullish. If we break under $214, $215, it is bearish. It's pretty simple. And with everything again that I said that is going on, there might be a opportunity for Binance BNB to do something like this, to eventually still break under this support zone right here and make a accumulation fake out, as it's called in Forex. So in Forex, you have certain things that once price is in a certain long time accumulation, that it suddenly does break out to the downside in a type of this consolidation before eventually going back to the upside. The same I'm expecting to happen with BNB, depending on how Binance and the future of the company is evolving. But this is what I would expect for BNB: a fake out to $150 roughly, 155, 150, and under there we'll find fastly 120, $110 before I even see an opportunity for Binance to BNB to recover. They are very interesting and very cheap targets as well. The drop could of course be a lot deeper, but these are very logical targets right now that I have in mind, around 150 and 110, $120. So that's a little bit of my perspective. Of course, again, as long as we are holding support within this zone, price ain't going nowhere. Same for here. As long as we don't break this resistance, price ain't going nowhere, guys. But you have to know, again, if we look at Bitcoin dominance, guys, let me delete this. If this continues to go to the upside, altcoins will bleed massively and will be consolidative bearish. So be aware of what you do. People with patience will be rewarded, but you have to have the patience. Alright guys, see you in the next video.